Hey, what's up? Ricky Beard here, and welcome back to the channel as we are about to start a brand new Tecmo Super Bowl season from the Nintendo Entertainment System that has been modded and completely updated, totally fresh for the 2025-2026 NFL season. I want to say special thanks to S. Blue Man for continually updating this game annually, and we will take a look at all of the changes for this year's version. This is the Week 1 edition. We're going to be using the HARDTYPE mod. I checked out the HARDTYPE Player 2 hack. Thought that would be a cool idea, but I don't have a second controller and it did not work for what I was trying to do in the season. But as far as features go, playbooks have been edited, 42 hacks in total. We'll go over those. Defensive players are set up for either 3-4-4-3 or nickel defenses. Team uniforms edited, sim code updated, and changes to the text sprites. Also includes all the vanilla version hacks, which are right here, and that is a main menu background color change to the green, I believe. Changing kick return speed, punt return speed changes, better interception returns, quarterback backpedal animation hack, kickoffs from 8-yard line to 3 deep in the end zone, better computer punt timing, PA/PC hack, and stats after each quarter, which is really cool. So now with the HARDTYPE hacks, you have ultra logic hack, more accurate field goals, decreased fumbles, randomized in-game music, faster handoffs, pitches, snaps, and player control. We will be coaching. We're not going to play yet, so we won't see exactly how this is working. Punt coverage, boost adjustment, quarterback throws ball instead of taking sacks and runs less, which is absolutely huge. Computer dive tackling like the SNES version on TSB I, which is the other Tecmo Super Bowl I'm coaching at the moment. Changing the differential for popcorning, D-line busting through, that is. Bucks TSB computer juice setter. We got a push-pull hack. And Jay Stouts find the open receiver hack, along with computer goes for field goals with 20 seconds left in the half and at the end of the game. But last but not least, computer punts when they are behind by 15 points or more in the fourth quarter. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the game. And here we are. As you can see, rosters updated as of September 4th, 2025. We will jump into the team data section to take a look at one of the most notable changes that occurred about a week ago now. We'll look at the Dallas Cowboys defensive starters, and I'll bring my mouse into this. You can see Kenny Clark is at the nose tackle position, and there is no Micah Parsons at the right end. So we'll also jump over to Green Bay and show where Parsons is currently at, right there, wearing the number 1. So I'm expecting to believe that this thing is entirely updated. We're going to get into the season game here. I've already got the coach mode set on Dallas. If you're paying attention to the Super Nintendo Coach Mode Challenge, you already know that I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. But with this mod being juiced, I expect this to be quite challenging. We'll also take a look at the regular season schedule. You can see that it is the official 2025 NFL season, with the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles kicking off Thursday Night Football, the very first game of the entire NFL season. And with that said, let's get down to the field and all the action. Regular season, first week. And just like that, we find ourselves in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here's the first coin toss of the season, won by the Eagles, and they elect to return. Brandon Aubrey back to kick, and we are underway this 2025-2026 NFL season. Shipley back to return, and he's brought out to his own 10-yard line where the Eagles will start their first drive of 2025. Hurts under center. Play fake, but they've got A.J. Brown, and that is a Philadelphia first down. So from their own 20, Hurts, straight drop. Almost brought down in the backfield, but he shakes the tacklers. The ball is loose, recovered by the Cowboys. That's Deron Bland. And he's going to be brought down at about the 7-yard line, give or take. The 8-yard line, it looks like. Hurts, who appeared to be in trouble in the backfield, scrambles and then loses the ball as Javonte Williams fights for some yardage. He'll have 2nd and 1 from the 1-yard line. So with 3:14 to play, the Dallas Cowboys are in big-time business as Williams punches it in for the first touchdown of the NFL season. 6-0 Cowboys. Pending the extra point, the kick is up, and it is good. So once again, Brandon Aubrey set to kick off. This is Shipley from his own 7. shakes a tackler, and out past the 20 and finally brought down at about the 22. On first down, this is Hurts. Wide open man, that's A.J. Brown. Huge play, Eagles, and he fumbles again. The Cowboys recover. This time it's Trayvon Diggs. Disastrous start for Philadelphia. So with 2:02 to play, just past the 50-yard line, this is Prescott out of the gun. In the face of a bunch of defenders, he's got George Pickens, I believe. Touchdown, Cowboys. Here's the extra point. The kick is up. And it's good. Cowboys 14-0. Who would have guessed this? Aubrey again, kicking off for the third time. In the first quarter, Shipley out past the 20 and brought down at about the 24-yard line. So with 1:14 to play, Hurts is under center. The Cowboys read the play, but Hurts gets it out. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. 1:05 to play. A little bit of pressure in the middle, but it's not going to matter as it goes for an incomplete pass. 54 seconds, 3rd and 10. The give is to Barkley, though, and he's hesitating for whatever reason. That's going to be a 4th and 5. The Eagles do not look good. So here's the punt from man. Kevontae Turpin back to return. He's got a blocker, shakes a couple of tacklers, and gets a little bit extra. So with 4 seconds to go in the first quarter, we'll see if the Cowboys go with the running game. It doesn't appear to be that way. As they go to the shotgun, we'll see Prescott holding, throwing long. He's going for CeeDee Lamb. No, that's Tolbert underneath. The Cowboys are just taking the Eagles apart on opening night in Philadelphia. So the start of the second quarter. The give to Javonte Williams. Going to the near side, and he fumbles the ball. That's the Eagles recovering. Blankenship. There are turnovers all over the place. The Cowboys could have done some real damage there, but instead, they give the football back to Philadelphia. From their own 15, it's a design run by Hurts, shaking everybody out of their boots, and this is a huge one out to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Hurts, Cowboys read the play again. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts gives to Barkley, and he gains about 6 yards, 3rd and 4. We'll see if they keep it on the ground to Barkley. We haven't seen much from him today. But they don't. Straight drop for Hurts, and it's caught by Goddard. He shakes the tackler, and they finally bring him down at about the 7-yard line, the Cowboys' 7-yard line, that is. With 3:13 to play, Eagles threatening. Hurts gives to Barkley, but the Cowboys were all over it. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. So with 3:02 to play. The Cowboys read it. They get to Barkley in the backfield and bring him down for a big loss, 3rd and 11. So on 3rd and 11, we'll see if the Cowboys call for the run defense again, and they do. But the Eagles, it doesn't matter. Sam Williams, I was wondering if Jalen Hurts was going to bust through the offensive line there, and he didn't do it. So Sam Williams will get the sack. Eagles settle for a field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. So if the Cowboys can put together a decent time-chewing drive, they will go into the half leading 14-3 if they can't get some more points, that is. And then they're going to get the ball at the half. So the give is to Williams, who had a disastrous fumble the last time out. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 with 1:51 to play. Prescott straight drop. Pressure he throws and almost gets it batted down. This is Williams underneath. And that's a Cowboys 1st down. So with 1:23 to play in the half, Prescott out of the gun. He takes off, and he's sacked by Jalen Carter. So on 2nd and 15, Prescott, straight drop. Lots of guys open. He's got Lamb, and he can't connect on it. Diving, incomplete. 56 seconds to go in the half. Out of the gun again. Prescott leaving the pocket, and he's brought down by Zach Bond, forcing the Cowboys to punt, but they let the clock roll down to 34 seconds. So after an explosive start to the game, things have stalled a little bit. We'll see if Philadelphia will have any kind of time to do anything with this football, and it doesn't look like they will because of the broken tackle. So we go to halftime. Your score, the Cowboys 14, Eagles 3. Taking a look at the stats, Javonte Williams, 3 carries, 8 yards. Jalen Hurts, your leading rusher of the day, 1 carry, 34 yards. Dak Prescott completing 75% of his passes, 119 yards, no picks. Jalen Hurts, not so great, 46 yards in the air. Tolbert, on the other hand, leads all receivers, 1 grab, 55 yards. And Dallas Goedert, the Eagles tight end, 1 grab, 36 yards. That's going to do it for halftime. Let's get back down to the field. Here's Elliott to kick off the second half. Turpin back to return at his goal line. He has some blockers, a little bit of room to work with, but not enough. Just out past the 10-yard line. So once again, here comes the Cowboys offense, holding the Eagles to 3 points so far. Prescott has his man, and he was wide open and can't haul it in. That was Javonte Williams. On 2nd and 10. They go to Williams again, and he somehow gets back to, I thought, the line of scrimmage, but he loses a yard on the play. 4:04 to play in the third. Prescott, pressure in his face. He goes near side. Pickens, wide open, huge play, and a lot more to go. Finally caught and hauled down at about the 17-yard line. Enormous throw and catch by Prescott to George Pickens. So on 1st and 10, inside the red zone, the give is to Williams. Do you trust him? Held up and gains about 5 yards. Clock still rolling. Cowboys looking to eat as much of this clock as they can. Looks like they're going to keep the ball on the ground still. This is Williams shaking some tacklers, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. 20-3. Pending the extra point, here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is off the upright and good. 21-3. So far, I guess you can kind of call this a blowout, but with a juiced mod like this, the Eagles could come back in no time. Beautifully played by the Cowboys special teams, and the Eagles will start this drive from their own 10-yard line. Cowboys read the play, but Hurts gets it out. He's got Dotson. Dotson still on his feet, out to the 30. That gain will go for 20 yards. Minute 59 to play in the third. Hurts, straight drop. Way overthrown, and it's going to be picked off by Diggs. Unbelievably disastrous. Philadelphia, the story of the night, turnovers everywhere. So on 1st and 10, man in motion. They're going to stay with the passing game. Prescott. Scott is man. This is CeeDee Lamb. Huge grab and another first down for the Cowboys. Once again in Philadelphia territory. So from about their own 30, they give us to Javonte Williams. And he'll gain about 8 yards, bring up a 2nd and 2. Once again, another man in motion. The give to Williams. And he's just shy of the first down. So we'll see if the Cowboys keep the ball on the ground or if they go to the air. And they choose to go to the air. Prescott has his man. That's Tolbert underneath. First down, Cowboys. That should do it for the third quarter. We'll see. No, not quite. So on first down, 4 seconds to go in the third. The give is to Williams. once again, shaking tacklers, finds the end zone again for the second time today. Touchdown, Cowboys. Shall I say, the second time this half. Absolute rout. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. 28-3, your score in Philadelphia. As we head into the fourth, Cowboys might have this one in the bag. Shipley on the return, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and finally brought down just past the 15-yard line. So with 4:33 to play, Hurts, straight drop. Lots of time, he's looking for Brown. Incomplete, batted down. Luckily, that wasn't picked off as well. So on second down, pressure in his face and brought down. That's Kenny Clark, paying big dividends. Huge sack on Jalen Hurts, 3rd and 17. So on 3rd and 17, out of the gun, this is Hurts. Looking, and he gets all of it back. That is Dotson with a huge grab and a huge Philadelphia first down. 3:51 to play. The give to Barkley. He'll gain about 5. So on 2nd and 5 from their own 44-yard line. This is Hurts waiting. Lots of time. Throws into double coverage and incomplete. Hurts, the toss to Barkley. Barkley, shaking tacklers. And he's finally caught and fumbles again. This ball is staying in bounds. It's recovered by Kenneth Murray. Can you imagine the amount of turnovers in this game? Philadelphia, the story of the night, one after another after another. And the Cowboys coming back out with a passing game as Prescott a little overzealous, throwing the ball out of bounds. So on 2nd and 10, trying to keep the momentum, the Cowboys stay with the passing game. Prescott out of the gun. Tons of time. He's going high side, and it's caught by Tolbert and down to the 5-yard line. Unbelievable diving catch. 1:59 to play, and the Cowboys looking to strike once again. But immediately met by Carter. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Williams, who's been absolutely stellar down here. And once again, he gets another one. Touchdown Cowboys, his 3rd of the half. Here's the extra point. Cowboys leading 34-3. The kick is up and once again off the upright and good. This is not the outing that the champs were hoping for tonight. They raised their Super Bowl banner just before the game, only to come out here and look like absolute garbage, only putting up 3 points and turning over the ball like it's Christmas everywhere. This is Hurts under center. Once again, lots of pressure. Throwing into coverage, but this time A.J. Brown hauls it in out past the 50, but it's just not going to be enough. Cowboys are going to sneak into Philadelphia to open the NFL season and come out with a huge win. Not just that, a big divisional win, and that's Sam Williams, who's now taking the role for Micah Parsons, gets another sack on the day. Hurts, straight drop. Lots of guys in his face, and the ball is knocked away. That was Williams, I believe, on the play. Not exactly sure, but 3rd and 15, 27 seconds to go in the fourth. Hurts tried to sneak it, and he's sacked again. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 13, and they actually will punt. That should probably do it for the game. The Dallas Cowboys sneak into Philadelphia and get a huge divisional win. 35-3. Javonte Williams, 11 carries, 49 yards. Jalen Hurts, 2 for 35. Barkley, a no-show as the Cowboys bottled him all the way up, fumbling everywhere and all over the field. Dak Prescott, 255 yards in the air, no interceptions. Jalen Hurts, 118 and 1 pick. However, Cowboys traded earlier in the year for George Pickens, and he comes in with 2 grabs, 113 yards, as Jahan Dotson leads all Eagles with 2 catches and 47 yards. That's going to do it for us here in Philadelphia. Your final score, the Dallas Cowboys 35, the Philadelphia Eagles 3.